Road courses. Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip with you at Sonoma for the Toyota Save Mart 350.
Mike, a little bit different racing today. You know, we're going to go left and right here. You'll see the foot cam. You're going to see some heeling and towing. You got to be a road course specialist to do well on this track.
A lot of elevation change here, Darrell, and those long looping S's.
Yeah, elevation, that'd be up and down, right? Well, this is going to be an up and down day for some of these guys.
Conserve the brakes, don't over-rev the engine, take it easy on that transmission, and most importantly, stay on the pavement, both left and right sides.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our NASCAR 15 season here at the Sonoma Raceway for our first out of 2 road course races this season. We start up here generally near the front of the field. We start in the, I believe, the 11th position here alongside the 98 of Josh Wise, and we're already off with a great restart, already up into the top 10 here, going by Hamlin, Harvick, now working by Blaney and Keselowski. Big shove into turn 1 here in the back of Kyle Busch. Keselowski, we're getting shoved into each other. Cars are going a little bit off into the sand, gravel here. We're going a little bit off. We have to check up, regroup, get back in the throttle without getting any course penalties here, trying to race our way back to the front of the field now. Now the back of Vickers, gonna use up Harvick, give him the bumper. He's going to go into the wall behind us. We stay green as we hang into 9th place here. Seems we've got a very fast car. We just got to get the handling and the skills down here. Now we go to the inside. Denny Hamlin, use him up, move into 8th place. He nearly crashes hard. Now we go by Stewart. And now we go 3 wide by Keselowski and Kurt Busch to try to find our way into 4th. And a perfect pass. We make it happen. And now we go after Jimmy, Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Gordon, the top 3 leaders. As now we seem to have the car to beat today as we are flying to the inside of Jimmy. We move into 3rd, right by Jimmy. Now we go chase down Matt Kenseth for 2nd place. We're going to go to the inside of Kenseth, give him a bump, just to get him a little bit off into the sand there, and we're going to go into 2nd place here at Sonoma as he loses all his momentum off in the grass. And now we're going to try to take the lead here from Jeff Gordon, give him a bump into the hairpin. He gets loose, and out of the way he goes. We send it in, go through, and we take the lead on a 1-lap dash. We go right from 11th to 1st in 1 lap as we lead the way here in Sonoma early and look to pull away with the amount of speed we have just been showing so far in this race. It's been on the fastest lap of the race, of course, as we keep on moving forwards with this lead right now. Now we move on to lap 5. A couple of laps later, coming into the possibly pit stop time for the one only green flag pit stop of the race. We're going to bring ourselves down here on lap 5, just about halfway through the race. We're going to come down. Forgot the pit commitment line was not right there, so now we're going to bring it down the pit lane here. Going to get down to 35 as we're in for our scheduled green flag pit stop here in Sonoma. It's going to be a 4 tires, full tank of gas pit stop here. We try to get that and get back on our way out there and into a good track positions. You see everybody else behind us looks like they're gonna stay out and go around us here as we work our way to the penalty. Up there goes Jeff Gordon taking the race lead. Yeah, all them guys are gonna stay out. We're gonna bring ourselves in, of course. Here is the pit crew gonna go get to work here, try to get us back out. Hope this strategy works for us. And we are in. Coming, they put 4 tires on it. Now you go on the other side of the car, gonna change left sides. And a clean, perfect pit stop right there. Exactly what we needed, and we're back off to the races. We're going to come out of the pit lane running in 39th place here. 40th now, but we get by David Reagan to fall in the 39th. I was the only car who pitted that time. Now we move the 26th of Jeff Byrne out of the way. He goes way off into the sand. Now we go underneath Regan Smith. Now try to work by Chase Elliott's 25. We give him the bump, use him up out of the way, and now we're up into 36th place. And now we work our way to get by Casey Mears into the corner right here. We go by Mears as we continue to have the speed and maneuverability of a race-winning car here. Now we go by Michael Annett, as you don't have to be passing these guys as hard as we are because they're going to come down the road anyway. But we're still racing hard, so we're going to go to the outside of Ty Dillon now, moving to 32nd. Now we're going to go after the 38 of David Gilliland. He's the next car to see leaders over there. Got a chunk of them coming down pit road. And we go by Gilliland in the 31st, and work our way by J.J. Yaley. Now we're back in the top 30, just flying by these guys. And we are torching these guys here on this road course in Sonoma. Now we go by Colwitt into the hairpin. We're going to get right up close to Danica. We get for the bump. She's going to go up into the wall right there. We'll get by her. We'll bang the wall too. So now we're 27th following Justin Allgaier. Now we're going to pass the guys who came down pit road, such as Kyle Busch And now we move our way up into 25th at the line here. Now we get the bumper. Allgaier, he's going to shove us into the wall. Significant hit there. We go into the wall right there with Allgaier, but we both hang on. We are okay. We continue on. Now we move by Stenhouse into 23rd place. We continue to absolutely drive right through this field as if it were just everyone didn't have to pit, but they have to anyway. So now we're going to go give Paul Menard the bumper up the hill. He's going to get loose. We're going to get loose. So now we're going to get underneath Menard and head into this corner here. Try to go underneath the 6 of Trevor Bayne. We're going to make a contact. He's going to go up the track. We're going to run out of space. Trevor Bayne going to be open to the tire man. Hard and around he goes. Caution is out at Sonoma. Trevor Bayne into the tire barrier and back out into Paul Menard. We just went up a little bit too much trying to set through. Bang! Hard hit for Bayne and then spins off the nose of Menard. And that will bring out our first caution of the day here in Sonoma. Which means everybody in front of us is going to pit, but we are going to stay out on the racetrack here in 21st. So we'll stay out to be the leader alongside Brad Keselowski, who had already pitted here with just 3 laps to go here in Sonoma. We're going to get into Keselowski. He's going to go into the wall. Some contact there. He'll fall behind us. I'll allow Kyle Busch to try to make a move into second. But now we have some room to work with here to try to pull away from the rest of the field and get down to business of securing this dominant win. That we dominated the first portion of this race and we were flying through the field when everyone else is coming down for pit stops. Now we go a little bit wide off there in the dirt. Get back on the track, avoiding any course penalties, thank God. We go through the corner where Trevor Bayne hit that tire barrier. Carry on, moving towards the big corner before we head into the S's here. It's carousel through there, into the S's now. Everything seems to be going just fine for us. We are in cruise control now, already 3.3 seconds out of Brad Keselowski. I mean, there are guys on older tires and the cars behind them. I mean, I'm on older tires too, but I'm just faster. We are gone. I mean, Michael Annette's hanging in there in 4th, lead nearly 4 seconds now. As we look to bring home the victory, make our way through into the hairpin now. We are going to go a little wide, but we're going to hang on to it. And we're going to charge forwards as we now find ourselves leading with 2 to go in Sonoma.
2 to go. Nice and smooth.
Now so we move on to the white flag final lap. Somebody could have went back here to Sonoma. We put down the fastest lap of the race on that last lap. We now have a 10-second lead over Brad Keselowski. Pretty much have this race win in the bag unless we make a terrible mistake, which we're going to try not to make here. Kyle Busch there in 3rd. Jeff Gordon, top guy who had pitted on that one and only caution, in 4th place back there. As we continue to just, I mean, look at the gap on the mini map. We are so far ahead of the rest of the field. This is not even close. I mean, coming to a road course like Sonoma, I thought we were going to struggle. As personally, I'm not that great at road courses, but we seem to be doing just fine here. We are absolutely dominating this race. No one seems to have anything for us here. As we work our way now through the long carousel here and towards the last couple of corners of this racetrack. So we have plenty of fuel because of that caution. So we now go a little bit off the track here, heading towards the hairpin. But we hang on to it, and now we head towards the hairpin for the final time here in Sonoma. We are going to get it done in dominating fashion as we work our way now down towards the start finish line. We are going to dominate, and we are going to win in Sonoma. And that is our 8th win of this 2015 season as we continue to really dominate and be the championship favorite here. As we had 2 wins on strategy back to back, and now just a dominant performance here in Sonoma. And let the burnouts begin. We're going to burn it down here. Celebrate this victory here, but it's a very tight confines here to do a burnout here down the front stretch at Sonoma. So we try to make that work. But still a great win. Our first road course win in the first road course race of this season. Next race up will, of course, be Watkins Glen later in the season. That'll be our next road course. We burn it down here to celebrate being an 8-time winner in 2015. And we look forward to the next race, which is going to be at Daytona for the Coke Zero 400. One of the most craziest and dramatic races every year. As we try to wrap up this burnout here. Try to work our way down to the center. We're close to the hairpin, so we have more space to do a burnout over here. And now we're going to spin around through the hairpin, and we're going to crash into the tire barrier. Big hit there, and that'll do it, folks, for the burnout. Now we celebrate in victory lane with the crew. Now we're going to view the final race results. Of course, myself, your winner, lead 9 out of 11 laps. Brad Keselowski, your runner-up. Kyle Busch going to come home on the podium in 3rd. Jeff Gordon, 4th, seemed to be the second best car all day. Kurt Busch in 5th. Jimmy Johnson in 6th. Denny Hamlin 7th. Tony Stewart 8th. Matt Kenseth 9th. And Clint Bowyer as your top 10. So pretty normal top 10. And Allmendinger 11th. He's a winner of the season. Then the next winner, you got Vickers in 13th. You see the rest of the results here. Edwards 17th. Harvick down in 18th. You got Ryan Blaney in 23rd. Yeah, Joey Logano running down 31st. Kyle Larson 33rd. Ricky Stenhouse 35th. And of course, last place going to be 95 of Michael McDowell. So we get the win here in Sonoma in dominating fashion, leading 9 of 11 laps and having the fastest lap of the race. And now we're going to view the standings, where we lead the points comfortably over Tony Stewart by about 118 points. And he's the winner of the season. And right now on points, you have Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Jamie McMurray, all right now in the chase on points. Vickers, he won a race. Got Kyle Busch, he is a winner. Regan Smith on points. Bowyer a winner. Edwards, Kurt Busch, Larson, Kenseth, Truex, Logano, all in that points area. I'm trying to get in the chase. And then if you go to your winners, AJ Allmendinger, he's a race winner. Ricky Stenhouse, he's a race winner. And of course, Ryan Blaney down there with his 2 wins, or somewhere around the top 30 in points, struggling to stay in that right now. And so until next episode at Daytona, I hope you all have a good one.